In the news tonight, Guyana calls for a zone of peace as it calls on Venezuela to recognize international law.
And Venezuela is the only country in this region, Mr. Speaker, who is threatening that peace. And that must not happen, not now, not never, or not ever.
And teenagers stabbed to death in East Kanji.
There's my hand and foot. That's my only child I hold for a couple of years inside my hand to look after.
Venezuela has to stop and we need to move forward as a zone of peace, says Foreign Affairs Minister Hugh Todd. The minister was speaking at an extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly to answer the illegal claims by Venezuela to Guyana's Essequibo.
All too well what Venezuela wants, Mr. Speaker. They want to take our land away from us, which we have rightfully owned. Because like they did with Dominica, Colombia, and Trinidad and Tobago, they want more access. This is what it's about. It's a pure greed, Mr. Speaker. They have more than their fair share. They got 4 times the size of Guyana. Why would they want more? This is a zone of peace, Mr. Speaker. This is an era of peace and stability. Venezuela has to stop. Venezuela has to recognize that we need to move forward in moving this region as one, as a zone of peace. And Venezuela is the only country in this region, Mr. Speaker, who is threatening that peace. And that must not happen, not now, not never, or not ever.
According to the minister, Venezuela incorrectly viewed the 1966 Geneva Agreement as replacing the 1899 Arbitral Award. According to Todd, Venezuela is on the wrong side of international law.
Guyana has consistently requested successive governments of Venezuela to do 3 things, Mr. Speaker. 3 things. 1, prove the basis of the contention that the award of 1899 is null and void. 2, identify any provision in the Geneva Agreement that states that Guyana is precluded from developing the Essequibo. And 3, identify the article in that agreement that states that the arbitral award of 1899 is superseded by the Geneva Agreement. Mr. Speaker, Venezuela has never been able to do so, and they will never be able to do so because they are on the wrong side of history.
The Nicolas Maduro-led government on December 3rd will seek answers from citizens on their position to annex Guyana's Essequibo. In the meantime, Venezuelan troops have moved closer to the border as a show of aggression.
In addition to the decision to conduct this referendum, Venezuela has increased its military forces and equipment on its borders with Guyana. While the former position of Venezuela is that the security forces have been mobilized on the border to curb illegal mining, there have been reports of Venezuelan military building a landing strip in a zone near the Essequibo region. No explanation about the airstrip has been provided to the government of Guyana, but it is clear that it is the intention of that state to increase the rhetoric on the controversy and drive fear in the Guyanese population along the borders. Mr. Speaker, we will not be afraid. We stand on principles. We stand on the right side of the law. Why should we be fearful? It is the Venezuelans who are fearful. They are fearful. We are not fearful. We are committed to this process, Mr. Speaker. We want to see it through to its logical conclusion. That is why we're here.
In Parliament today, there was a resounding no to the illegal claims, with Opposition Member of Parliament Kemal Ramtatan saying not a blade of grass, while Asha Kisoon condemned the action.
And I want to say, with all these activities we did, that was to ensure that we can get the benefit of that largesse out there. We must appreciate that indeed it is our land and nobody else's. Not a blade of grass. And though we may have the situation where they're going to do some saber rattling, we are not going to give up. Guyanese all across this country, in the diaspora, and we have got the wide diaspora. I understand we got some people from Alaska and so on, in Alaska. We are very, very clear and united on this issue. We must ensure that this bonanza that is Essequibo, that is ours, be exploited, and we must not have confrontation from our Western neighbors to any extent. We must see also the flourishing of Guyana, because the space must be allowed without any intervention from any dominant big player called Venezuela.
Our Guyana is a peaceful nation. It has been for more than 50 years, 56 years, counting. And what we have been seeing happening at Venezuela's borders and ongoing in their country is very distasteful. Internationally, there has been a lot of unrest. There have been wars, the issues, just to mention a few, in Israel, Ukraine. And I stand here to say that Guyana must lead by example in showing the world that peace comes first, and we will not bow to Venezuela's threats. Mr. Speaker, with the motion put forward, we stand in support of affirming the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the state of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. I reaffirm the recognition and acceptance of the 1899 Arbitral Award and the 1966 Geneva Agreement. I denounce as unlawful, void, and of no international legal effect the referendum in Venezuela. I support the government in its pursuit to ensure a peaceful and lawful resolution of the controversy before the ICJ.
Guyana's Foreign Affairs Minister Hugh Todd has engaged his colleagues on the matter, with many speaking out in support of Guyana.
Drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime, extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
It's here! Igloo Ice Cream Fruit Bars. 4 mouth-watering flavors. Mango, pineapple, strawberry, and soursop. A beautiful combination of real fruit and igloo ice cream. Go old school with Fluty Popsicle. Classic flavors and refreshing goodness. Available at Igloo outlets and all your favorite shops.
I'm Anshul. I'm the manager over here at Brooklyn Institute of Vocational Training. We provide home health tech training here. For that, we have flexible classes, which includes morning, evening, and the weekend class. You can choose any class, whichever is convenient for you. Also, this career is now at the peak. This career pay rate increases from 1909 till up to 2109 now. I speak different languages, which includes Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Bangla, and our certificate is recognized all over the New York because we are licensed from Board of Education. Once you graduated from our school, you can work with any agency anywhere in New York. Our address is 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. Guys, I know the name is Brooklyn Institute, but we are located in Queens. I repeat the address, 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens, 11419 is our zip code, and my number is 929-386-0092. If you have any questions, you can always call me, and I will be happy to answer all your questions. Don't forget to check our website www.mybrooklyninstitute.com. Come join our school and get home health aid certificate, as we like to believe changing lives one student at a time.
A 17-year-old is now in police custody following the stabbing to death of another 17-year-old. The dead teenager was identified as Sean Passard, called Buckman, of Betsy Grong, East Kanji, Berbice. The incident, according to the police, occurred in the village of Adelphi. There are reports that Passard collapsed following the stabbing and was rushed to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. His mother, Donna Passard, was struggling to come to terms with the death of her son when she spoke with reporters.
Let's talk about the road, but he don't hear me. But now, he in another world, he can't even hear me right now. We bring in the world and now we die in the last year, 17 years today. Just ask God for faith and grace and pray for that he can reach through.
She said picking up the pieces would be hard.
There's my hand and foot. That's my only child I hold for a couple of years inside my hand to look after. And I can't do without him no more. That's the only child show me a happy future in this life. And today he gone away and left me.
The suspect is in police custody as the investigations are ongoing.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have me clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
What are you doing? Igloo ice cream. You know it's good.
To tell you about my mom and how I lost her, it was a very hard reality for me.
I met Crystal through a friend who asked me to speak to her. The first time I saw her, my spirit just took a liking to her. I see Crystal as my daughter. I haven't given birth to Crystal, but I feel as if I do.
I felt alone. I got that support I needed from her.
I understand that Crystal was a lesbian. I choose to accept and embrace and love everybody. I'm a Christian and I believe we are all God's children. God loves everyone.
It's about time we all get educated enough to know that, you know what, everybody is just the same human.
She never questioned it. She just supported me right through it.
So I see her as a young woman full of potential.
Crystal and every gay and lesbian person should be treated with respect in Guyana.
23-year-old man was shot dead at Annandale on the east coast of Demerara on Saturday in what the police say was an exchange of gunfire. Dead is Joseph Fifi of Buxton on the east coast of Demerara. According to a report from the police, their inquiries disclosed that on the 24th of October and the 3rd of November 2023, Joseph Fifi and another male were involved in 7 robberies between Annandale and Nonprel East Coast Demerara. During the spate of robberies, Fifi would have wounded most of the victims, one of whom is presently hospitalized. Fifi was previously charged on the 23rd of April with robbery under arms and was released from prison on the 30th of August 2023. It was a call who alerted the Vigilance Police Station on Saturday that the suspect was seen riding a bicycle at Annandale. Police officers responded, and as they approached Annandale Cross Street, the suspect was seen riding a red bicycle with a cutlass between the bars. On seeing the police vehicle, he began to ride faster and turn into a street that runs north to south. The police are reporting that the ranks gave chase and the suspect pulled out what appeared to be a handgun, and 2 loud explosions were heard. The police report said the ranks took cover and one of the rank discharged a round in Fifi's direction, who by this time had dropped his bicycle and jumped a fence where he collapsed. He was picked up, and upon examination of his body, what appeared to be a wound was seen on his lower back. He was rushed to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where he was seen and examined by a doctor on duty, who later pronounced him dead. The police statement posited that the scene was processed and 2.25 spent shells, along with a .25 pistol without serial number and a magazine containing 3 rounds were found in a drain next to the fence where Fifi had jumped. The firearms, spent shells, and ammunition were lodged. Investigations are ongoing. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.